Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being shared. Celine Driver again. Taking a break from the Watches for Life videos for just a moment to do an unboxing. For full disclosure, I've had this watch for several days now, and just didn't get a chance to do a unboxing until today, so thought I'd do it. It is a Seiko and a JDM Seiko, Japanese domestic market. It's one I didn't think of chasing until fairly recently, but once I got the idea to go get it, this one was easy to find. Its twin, or not identical twin, but fraternal twin, is going to take a little more time. But found this one from a seller on my new favorite place to find watches, Watch You Seek, which I'll link to in the description. Nice, great forum. Lots of watch enthusiasts, lots of good people. Great place to pick up watches if you don't feel like going through eBay and you want to deal directly with a watch enthusiast. So what did I get? Well, let's just not delay it any longer. I got, ta-da! I got a Ripley. Well, sort of a Ripley. I got the Ripley's almost identical twin. This is the black Ripley, if you will. The similar to. I'm going to chase the actual Ripley watch shortly. Don't worry about that. This watch won't be lonely for very long. But it is a Japanese domestic market JDM watch. Everything's in Japanese as a result. So, but the watch did come with, as they say, full kit. The watch itself, as I said, I've already sized this thing. I'm going to get to that in a minute. This is an SCED037. The actual Ripley is 035, but this is a Spirit Smart line. Normally runs at 36,000 yen. I don't know what that is in dollars. I don't know. I didn't pay 36,000 yen. I don't know what a yen looks like. And the instruction manual is still sealed. So this one came to me in excellent shape, and I'm very happy to get it. As I said, it has been sized. I took 4 links out of it, and I got to tell you, that was a trial, but I'll get to that in a minute, as I said. Watch was made famous by Sigourney Weaver's character, Ripley, wearing a gray colored version of this watch. Very industrial looking, very stark, raw, sharp edged piece. Very futuristic looking. And the watch she wore was made available by Seiko, and then it was reissued along with a bunch of other similar looking watches, including this black one, through the early 2000 teens. I found a website which I will link to in the description below, which gives a very good history of these reissue watches, but I'm going to concentrate on this one, the 037. just a gorgeous piece. It is a chronograph. It does differ slightly from the movie version in the fact that this one actually has a date complication where the original didn't. And I believe one of these dials, I think this dial is a 24-hour indicator dial, whereas in the original Ripley watch, I believe it was a 1/10 of a second chronograph. Also, there were pushers on this side, and the crown was more exposed on the original, whereas this one, no pushers. And the crown is mounted flush with the pusher assembly, which is actually screwed on. Those are not fake screws. Those are real screws. And the pushers are up here. The top one starts the chronograph. And actually the bottom one, while the chronograph is running, I found out, does split time capability. It will stop it, and you push the bottom one again, and the chronograph will catch up to where it should be, and you can do split time that way. This dial down here is your minute chronograph, and this is your sweep second hand for the watch itself. Top button stops it. Bottom button resets, and you can see it resets to 0 very nicely. So, watch came to me in great shape. Barely used. It hadn't been sized. So I had to size my watch. Strap is a push button, dual push button clasp, which folds out, and you can see the coating of the band extends even to the inside. This is a Giugiaro design. I'm sure that subject has been beat to death. And this is out of 3,000 pieces, I think that says 1825 or 1625. My eyesight is horrible. 1620. I don't care. It's one of the 3,000. The only downside to this watch that I found so far, it wears beautifully. Here, I'll even put it on for you before I get to the bad. It wears beautifully, but they don't. Especially where I wear the watch, which is up a little. It just wears nicely. It's a good size. It's a 42 millimeter case, so it fits perfectly for me. It's just right in that zone of perfect size. And it's just a fun, funky watch. And very 80s. Very much the 80s vibe with the coloring of the hands and the yellow inner track there, and the very simple tachometer. And oh, there's a smudge. Hold on. Can't have a smudge. There we go. Just everything about it just is I just like it. The only thing I didn't like, and it's temporary, is the band. Now, I'm not changing the band, but sizing this band is a nightmare. Here, you can see it clearly here. Okay, see these bands links here? They have a little, if you'll pardon the use of the word, nipple, which you can see right there. And that nipple has to pass underneath these little folds right here. And let me tell you something, folks. That sounds easy, and there was even a video on YouTube on how to do it from Watch and Warn, or no, Warn and Wound, I'm sorry. He made it look easy. I had to take 4 links out. It took me nearly an hour and a half, and the tool I had to use did that to the palm of my hand. And that's after 4 or 5 days of healing. I broke 2 tools. You have to use like a jeweler's screwdriver and just kind of shove it in there and just kind of like that, wiggle it and move it around. Eventually the things move out enough where you can grab it with a pair of needle nose pliers or something. And it's painful. It's painful in the amount of time it takes, and it's painful in what it does to your hand. with, you know, putting the end of the screwdriver right in there, just kind of shoving this way. And it's just a horror show. Whoever designed this band hates people. They're a sadist. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know, just wanted you to know, if you're going to go after one of these watches and you're going to size it, be prepared for it to take time and perhaps even bruising. Got some stats for you here. As I said, this is a Seiko SCED037 Ripley. Although not really a Ripley, I know. The light gray is the Ripley, and I will get one of those soon enough. It's a quartz watch. It's a 7T12 quartz movement, which is an upgrade from the original Ripley watch, which that's caliber number escapes me at the moment. It is a stainless steel case, despite what you see with the black coating. It is a stainless steel case. They say it has a 5-year battery. I don't know if it's a 5-year battery with a lot of chrome. Go swimming with it. And it's a hard Lex Crystal, at least according to the Seiko website. So we're going to go with that. As I said, this is one of 3,000 in this series, and they also made 3,000 of the light gray ones. You can still find those. Usually now it's on the secondhand market. I did see a few of these at the time I shot this video. In June 2018, I did see Shop in Japan or something like that, one of those websites. They still had about, what did they say, 6 or 7 left. So you can still find these brand new in the mid to high 300 range dollars. So the gray ones, they're sold out everywhere. You're going to have to go secondhand and take your chances. But I like this. I've been wearing it for a few days now. It wears beautifully. It works well. It's keeping great time. The chrono works great. I'm just happy with the purchase overall. So I'm going to leave it there. Just warning you again, if you get one of these, you're either going to have to take it to somebody to size it or size it yourself, and be prepared for a little bruising or worse. But thanks for stopping by, folks. If you liked the video and you like the watch, thumbs up, always appreciated. Comments and stuff down below. And consider subscribing, because I'm always trying to do some more videos, and you'll be alerted when you subscribe and click on the little bell icon. So have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.